Hey everyone, so Everything Plants recently posted a video where he chopped up his Peperomia hope and started propagating it, and it kind of reminded me that I needed to do that to mine as well. I will link his video down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. I'm basically just going to be doing the same thing. I'm going to be chopping up this Peperomia hope that I got, and I'll be putting the leaves into this little terracotta pot. In kind of like a spiral pattern, and then hopefully those will root and give me some new plants that I can just add into the top of this, even though I might have to get a bigger pot if I do that, because I plan on chopping off a lot. So let's just get started cutting it up. This Peperomia Hope was actually a more recent purchase. I got this, I think, in February. I think it was a pre-pandemic purchase. I think it was February. I've always wanted one of these. They've been really hard to find up here in Canada, but finally one of the nurseries in a nearby town had them in, and I just kind of came across them, and I picked one up. They were a little thin. There wasn't a whole lot of these vines on it. But I thought it was a great starting plant to have for a Peperomia Hope. So here I am. So I'm using these scissors, which I've sterilized with rubbing alcohol. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna cut kind of relatively close to an existing group of leaves. So for example, right here, I'm actually gonna cut right up here, and I'll cut those up later. So over here, we're gonna do the same thing to this one. For this big long one, oh no, it's growing this way, but I'm just gonna take it all the way right back here. And where I'm cutting, new growth will come in. I'm not sure if these branch or not, but if they do, they might push out 2 new vines. I don't know if I should take this one here or right back here. You know what, let's take it right back. This is gonna be a pretty drastic haircut for this guy. And on these two, let's take it right back to here. So these plants are kind of, they're Peperomia, so they don't need as much water as some other plants, and they're more succulent. They have these thick leaves, so they store a lot of water. And when I water them, I like to make sure that the soil is really dry. Oh, look at that! I just cut a little too close. I like to make sure that the soil is pretty dry before I water these, because they can get root rot pretty easily. So with that out of the way, when I'm cutting these little leaves off, I'll show you on this one. What I want to do is make sure that there's a little petiole attached right here, and that's the part that will go into the soil, and from there a new root system will grow, and it'll start growing a new vine, and I'll just plunk that right back into the mother plant. So let's cut up a bunch of these leaves. I'm gonna have quite a bit. I won't show me cutting up all of these just for the sake of time, and you probably don't want to see me cut them off anyway, but I'll show you where I'm cutting. So right here, right along the stem, to make sure that the petiole is attached, and I'll just cut here, and there you go. So I'm going to do that to all of these. So there you have it, my pile of healthy Peperomia leaf cuttings. And man, if all of these root, I'm going to have a ridiculous amount of Peperomia Hope. I'll have to give some away to friends, maybe sell some. But yeah, so now we're going to put them all into here. I'm going to need more pots than this though. So I'm just going to take the little petiole part, and I'm going to stick it into the soil. And I'll arrange it in sort of a like a spiral pattern around this. And then once they're all in, we'll put it somewhere sunny. We'll add it to the other propagations that I'm working on right now, and we'll see how they go. Every couple of weeks I post a video updating people on my cuttings of my pink princess that I took 4 weeks ago now. And I'll add these to that video as well, so you guys can keep up with how these are going. You can also propagate these in water, but because a lot of peperomias are more succulent in nature, that kind of makes me think that they'll root better in soil. When you're rooting succulents, you do it in soil more often than in water. Obviously, I will keep this water moist until I start to see some roots coming off of these cuttings. And this is my first time actually rooting Peperomia Hope. I've never done this before. This is my first Peperomia Hope that I've had. So I don't really know I don't really know if this will work, or how much water they need, how moist the soil needs to be. So this is kind of like a learning experience for me as well. And there we have it. Aren't those cute? Those are pretty cute just the way they are. So hopefully they'll root. I will continue to update you guys on these as I do my pink princess. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks again for watching. If you're new to my channel, I post plant videos on Monday, and on Friday I post videos about writing or reading or photography or whatever interests that I have. As always, you can find my social media links in the description below. As well, you can find the link to my fantasy series, A Chronicle of Crowns, which is currently out on Amazon. Thanks again. Bye!